When I was in the Army, I used to work for something called a Theater Information Operations Group. Now, a TIOG is essentially a information operations group that gets to do intelligence, military deception, propaganda, etc. And at a theater level, it essentially means like you're doing intelligence for like a broad spectrum. Like the entire Middle East is like a theater. Or like in World War II, the Pacific Theater of War, well, that was a theater. And so when you're working at theater levels, oftentimes you're working with CIA, FBI, NSA, any sort of DoD, and you're putting all that information together into one like fusion cell, so everybody has a unified like general idea of what we're doing in that region. And what's tricky as an intelligence agent, especially someone trying to give you some information, or at least let you know what's going to be happening here in the future, is there's certain words I can't say. Because if I just straight up say what those words are, well, there's a very real chance that this could be blacklisted, I could be shadow banned, there could be all sorts. My predictions are pretty simple. Given the faith-backed regime, their ability to field their own munitions, their large population, I don't see there being a quick or easy end to this conflict that we're walking into. And I think that anyone telling you otherwise has an agenda or. And like most agendas, if you don't understand what the agenda is, the chances of you being captured and defeated by it are very, very high. You actually have to understand your enemy if you want to have a chance of defeating them. And what's tricky about this situation is there's multiple different ways to look at this depending on whose agenda we're trying to examine. Publicly, Russia and China will condemn the Israeli and U.S. intervention into Iran, but they'll never actually do anything to stop it. Because Israel serves as a major nexus point for, well, Chinese continued economic domination in the area. The new straits that they're trying to build and the new sea-to-sea shipping routes that they're trying to build through the Gaza and Israeli area are supposed to eclipse what we see in the Suez. Whoever controls that region is essentially going to control the next, like, global hegemony and who gets to control which side of the hemisphere for many years to come. But if you look at it from any angle that's not economic, suddenly it becomes a war of theology. It becomes a war of sovereignty. It becomes a war of religions. See, what a lot of people don't understand is like the leader of that particular country isn't just like some president. He's like their holy leader. And you can't just like expect to fly in and remove a head cardinal, a bishop, a pope, and expect the entire religion and infrastructure around it to come crumbling down, would you? I'm not telling you what to think, I'm just trying to tell you what I know, and just some things to think about as you start making your decisions coming into this next election cycle as to what's actually going on.